It isn't a holiday, but today certainly feels like it in Indiana with the first practices of the season taking place for our area high school boys basketball team. Sports 10 caught up with the Big Four in the area in Terre Haute North, Terre Haute South, West Vigo, and Northview to preview their upcoming seasons. Terre Haute North last year won their first sectional title in 10 years. The Patriots also won their most regular season games in program history. They did lose their leading scorer in Mark Hankins and rebounder in Colin Frank, but the cupboard is far from empty for the great Todd Wolfley. The Patriots have back Alex Ross and Ethan Scott. Bryson Carpenter and Chris Owens will see a lot of minutes, and they have Isaac Ross, who led the state in three-point percentage last year. They'll have to wait for Damon Sturm and Sam Glossback to return from injuries. But Coach Wolfley says the bar was set last year, and this group wants even more this season.
I think they're even hungrier than they were last year because they experienced that, the good times and also the bad times. The feeling of being in the locker room at the regional and losing to the eventual state champion. So they want to get that back, or they want to go back to those places.
It's been a tough couple of years for Terre Haute South. They've won just 9 games the last 2 years. The Braves have some pieces that could make them competitive again with guards Xavion Baker and Nas McNeil. They'll have a nice inside presence with Jude McCoskey. The key to the Braves' success could be a sophomore class that doesn't have a lot of varsity experience but brings a lot to the table for the Braves.
Definitely going to depend on the sophomore class to contribute this year. Which is something that we'll need in order to be successful.
West Vigo has posted back-to-back winning seasons. Head coach Joe Baylor does have the luxury of having one of the top players in the area in junior Zeke Tanous, who can score from anywhere on the floor. The Vikings also returned 6 players with varsity experience, so they have guys that have been around their program. They don't have any seniors on the roster, so the group will have to grow up quickly.
We've got a lot of guys who have been in the fire a little bit. They've played some varsity basketball. Maybe they've not played a ton of varsity basketball. I know Zeke Tanous has played a ton, but it's not going to be totally new to him.
Northview has had a great run lately, winning 50 games the last 3 years. Gone is a lot of the guys that won those games, but the Knights do return their top scorer and one of the best shooters in the state in Drew Cook. Northview will be young and talented. They have some freshmen that could start, including Braden Goff. Head coach Michael Byram says the players in his program should be excited because there's a lot of playing time available.
And to see who kind of separates themselves from the group. I mean, we expect to have a lot of competition with that in practice. I really like our skill level. I think we're very skilled. It's just we've had some guys who've kind of had to pay their dues, you know, and play on the JV teams and develop that way.